Henry Bonsu on Times Radio.
Oh, yes. I mean, as soon as you hear that music, it's called The Trap, it just conjures up images of thousands of people, tens of thousands, running through the iconic sights of London. Yeah. James, let it breathe. Let it breathe. Yes. Because it's one of those things that makes you think, yes. Marathon running is one of those feats, those pursuits, which brings people together. It's phenomenal, I think. It's one of the best days in the capital. If you go to New York, you go to Berlin, or any of the great world marathons. And I want to know, listeners, how many of you has actually run one? 26.2 miles. Now, for those who have, did you hit the wall that period at around about 22 miles when you start running out of electrolytes and glycogen, and you haven't taken all your energy gels, and that lack of training or perhaps going too fast in the first half of the race is catching up on you? Well, there's interesting new research on the subject for you. Researchers say overconfidence may cause male runners, Michael, to start too fast and slow down later, while women appear better at conserving energy. Remember, the tortoise beat the hare. Dr. Aldo Seffrin from Nova O2 Sports Science is one of the people behind this research and joins us from São José dos Campos in Brazil. Dr. Aldo, hello, welcome to you.
Hey, hi Henry. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's a great pleasure to talk about this. One of my favourite subjects, Aldo, you don't know. First of all, I mean, marathon running has gone from an elite pursuit, very niche, to a mass participation industry with around 55 to 60,000 people taking part in the major marathons like London and New York. So how did you measure the extent to which men and women hit the wall and hit the wall differently?
Yeah, that's right. So we looked at more than 800,000 marathon runners from the Berlin Marathon over a 27-year span. And we looked to the 5-kilometer splits throughout all the racing and got the pacing strategies for each runner. And we found that men are nearly twice as likely as women to hit the wall, which is, as you said, a sudden slowdown in the second half of the race.
And why do you think that is? What accounts for that change, that disparity between women and men?
So that's a tricky question. Probably two reasons are working together. One is physical or physiological. On the physiological side, women tend to burn fat better and save their carbohydrate, which delays the wall. And in this paper, we did not measure that directly, so it's likely an explanation from the literature. Then something we tested, and the other side is the behavior or strategy. And men tend to start too fast on the race and pay for it later. And our data show this pattern very clear, I would say.
Right now, Aldo, the male feminist in me wants to jump to the conclusion this is because of the male ego. I mean, I have it myself, where you just go out there, you feel like King Kong, you feel great, you feel strong, and then you pay the price, whereas women tend to plan better for the long term. But I may be wrong on that. What do you think?
Well, we did not measure also psychological traits in this. So it's a hypothesis we tend to believe. And from the economical sciences, we have a lot of research suggesting that men have this appetite for competitions and more risk-taking behavior. So this is a possible explanation. It's a good hypothesis that we have to do further research to prove.
And what quality, what level of athlete did you examine? Because when you look at the elites, both male and female, almost no elite runner in the male side who's running at 2 hours and 3 or slightly slower, slightly faster. And the female athletes running at maybe 2 hours 15, 2 hours 20 hit the wall. So are you talking about people who are maybe sub-elite, like my producer coming in at around about 2 hours 50, 3 hours, or even people who are maybe very good club runners, say the males running just outside 3 hours and the females running just outside 3:30?
That's a great question. And in our study, we look at all finishers, ranging from S2 and something to 4 and 30 minutes to complete the race. And the surprising part was that among the fastest runners, those that complete the race under 3 hours, men were around 6 times more likely to hit the wall.
Wow.
So yeah, it's counterintuitive. So it's not a beginner's problem, no. It's something that related to strategy, really.
All right. I am so engaged by this. Thank you very much, Dr. Aldo Seffrin from Nova O2 Sports Science. And he joined us from Brazil. Oh, come on, people. Those of you who have done a marathon or thinking about doing one or would never do one, do get in touch with me. I think that says a lot about human psychology, human behavior, male and female. It's Henry Bonsu on Times Radio, fast approaching the midnight hour.